feel?
I feel good, yeah. That was a really funny race. Gudolf and Faith took off, and I was like, you know what? I'm not really feeling going out 59, 60, so I'm just going to hang back. And then it was like a race for third, which was awesome. You know, when a meet like this, when the prize money is stacked like that, it's like, it's not about time, it's about place. And so I was like, okay, let's just see if I can get third today. And I just had really fun, last lap.
You could have ended your season, Worlds obviously, but you decided to come here. What was behind the decision?
I don't know. I mean, I committed to it early on, and I don't know. I think I'm a loyal person. When I say if I can do something, I'm going to do it. It was hard to keep going, but, I think, honestly, I watched this meet from the couch at home last year, and I was like, dang, I want to be there. It just looks fun. So it was kind of a mix of things, but, I'm just happy to be done now.
What was this experience like, being here at Athlos, competing, and even the preparation and everything this year?
Yeah, I mean, it's so different. It's like you almost have to approach it as it's not a track meet. It's more of a experience. But I just leaned into it and had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun yesterday, doing media and everything, and then last night in Times Square, and that was the coolest thing I've ever seen. So I've just been having a lot of fun, and
Not to get too far ahead of myself, but next year you have a lot of cool options. You can do the World Cross, you can do the indoors. Do you have any leads right now that you like?
I would love to do that 4x2 World Cross team, but I just found out the trials for it are in December in Portland, and so we'll see about that. If I'm ready, I'll go do it, but if not, if it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. But and then indoors, I always like to have an indoor season, there's World Indoors this year. I'd love to do that again. I got a medal in 2024, so I would love to maybe improve on that silver, and I don't know, and then next year the Ultimate World Championships, I'm intrigued by that. I'm really excited. I was just telling you last time.
Oh, dude, Emma was on my bus on the way here. It was the coolest thing. Yeah, it was not even, it was like a transit bus, but it was so cool.
Oh my god, well, good job.
Thank you.
Hi. I want to do it all. What was I saying?
You were.
I think the ultimate, I'm intrigued by that because for the U.S., we have to, it's such a hard team to make, and so we have to peak for our U.S. championships just to make the team, and so it's cool. Next year I might not have to peak twice. I can actually just peak for the Worlds, and I think the U.S. Well, I'm intrigued to see how much better or worse we do because of that. So I'm excited. Yeah, a lot of good and exciting things coming up.
How do you feel about your alignment with
Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. We started working together back in April, which was 6 months ago at this point, which is crazy. But I feel like I've known her my whole life. We just clicked right away. And I think she's one of the most underrated coaches in the world, and she really knows her stuff and what she's doing. And I just think I kind of outgrew my old situation, and I'm growing into a new one. And I don't know. Every time I make a change in my career, I get better. And so I'm excited to just keep learning from her and just being on this journey together. I'm really happy with it.
This year you had some big milestones. Diamond League, Fraser-Pryce, the highest you ever had at Worlds. What do you think for the next one, which I think most people say my favorite will be medal? What do you think has to happen? Training or something else?
I think a lot of time people maybe make the mistake of okay, in order to reach the next level, I have to start from new and really change things. When I think it's actually just finding little places where you can crank up the dial a little bit. So I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing because it's working. And the biggest thing for me is I've been injury-free the past 4 years, which is huge. Knock on wood, And so I think just not do anything super crazy of okay, I'm fifth. How do I get to third? Let me rewrite the whole system. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing and maybe incremental changes here and there. And I think the biggest thing I gained this year was the self-belief. I stood on that start line at Worlds and I was I think I can medal, and I've never had that thought before. And that's so huge because once you feel that, I don't think that goes away. So now I really believe that I can medal. So now I just have to, I guess, put it together on the right day.
Last week, top of the track world is for people. I know where most of us moving up to 800. What are your thoughts on that? I know you've seen her run probably many times.
I think it's awesome. I'm curious to see how she trains. Is she more does she already train more endurance-wise, or is she kind of more sprint 2-4? But I don't know. know, from what I've seen, her stride and just, I think she could run a really good 8. And so, yeah, the 8's definitely like, the 8 and the 15 are like really awesome events right now on the women's side. So I think it's great. I think it's awesome. You know, I was talking to Georgia Bell a little about it earlier today, and she's like, yeah, I think we're all just intrigued and excited. I think I'll obviously do some 8s next year, so it's just really funny to think I might line up next to Femke Bol. I've never thought that would happen in a race, but I'm excited. I love it. I think it's good for the sport. Thank you.